the reason that we should be at press conferences like this, and not just us, it's not about us particularly, but the reason that, more independent minded journalistic enterprises should be at press conferences like this, is because the only question asked in this press conference of any interest whatsoever was ours, as I knew it would be. I knew it would be, because it is every single time. And the rest of them, you had like the Kelowna Courier talking about like Trump's trade policy and have you spoken to Donald Trump? Like, shut up. Shut up. That's a question that the Canadian press will ask every single time, because it's all that they know and it's all that they think about is the headlines on the New York Times website, because that's what they are. So as a consequence, you just never get any interesting questions asked, particularly of Mark Carney, I find. The only questions he gets asked, like, he doesn't have to break a sweat. He doesn't even have to think. He just puts it into autopilot and he says, we're looking to expand our trading relationships with more reliable partners. Why are you there? Why is the press there? Why is Mark Carney there? If that's what you're going to get out of a press conference, what's the point? Pack it all up and go away. But then Steve asked him a question that he wasn't expecting. Straight away, he's like fidgeting, he's like writing on paper, and he gave an answer that, he was caught with his pants down, wasn't he? He didn't know what he was talking about. He didn't have a clue what to say. I don't know what his knowledge levels are of the media. He might be absolutely clueless. He might have actually said that in earnest and not realized how foolish it was. He's the Prime Minister. It's kind of incumbent upon him to know about the media landscape. And he should know that referring to CBC as unbiased is a ridiculous notion, especially when he's saying that to half a dozen journalists in front of him. So I thought that was ridiculous. That's why people like us should be at press conferences, because we ask questions that he's not expecting, and that he has to actually, even if it's just for 30 seconds, he has to activate his brain and actually think. The only time he had to do that during that press conference was when Steve asked him that question.